if you want to help out the channel, you can head over to my Patreon, try to get yourself a mug, sticker, or tote bag. There are tier systems set up over there. I will put the link in the description, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss any of my live streams. I do exclusive giveaways. You can try and get yourself a Zippo, and also I'll have a PayPal link in the description too if you want to donate to the channel that way. Hey everybody, how you doing? Have a cool video for you today. This is a heavily requested one. A lot of people have this issue, and you're gonna get this issue basically one of two ways. You are going to drop your Zippo with the lid open, which will cause this issue to happen, or you're gonna watch my how to tighten a loose hinge video. And as good as a video is, and as much as it helps, one thing you're gonna notice though is, even though I say squeeze gently, be very, very gentle in the video, people do not realize their own strength. They do not realize that these hinges are just thin little pieces of metal and will flatten if you try to squeeze them like that. Like, that's not... People are missing the point when they're watching that video. So what's happening when you over squeeze your hinges, right? The first thing that's going to happen is you're going to get a lid gap. You can see right through it. This is the only Zippo I have with a lid gap. Okay, well, it's making a liar out of me right now because the insert's out. But I swear this does have a lid gap. Let me see here. I think maybe because the back is black. Let's see. There, you can see it. There is a lid gap at the back. I don't have any other Zippos with bigger lid gaps, unfortunately, to show you guys. But so how are you gonna get around this? When it's in the insert, you can see definitely a lid gap. Yeah, whatever. Either way, it still works the same. So you'll see here, your rings are unlined. You see there's big gaps underneath. Underneath the hinge, you can see that. So there's only one way to fix this. You can keep your insert in, you can keep your insert out, doesn't really matter. But you might scratch it out of your Zippo. So you're gonna have, that's what this tape is for. So you grab this tape, okay, and you put a piece here. Okay, this might be too much tape. So you put a piece here. Put a couple pieces because you don't want to rip it. And if you don't care about your Zippo and you're gonna just slip off and scratch it and you don't care, well, that's fine then. You don't have to use the tape. But if you do care about your Zippo and you don't want to scratch it, like I already have, figuring this out, then don't use the tape. Or use the tape, whichever one you want. Okay, so now we have the top of the lid, we have the bottom of the lid. So to know how to do this, you have to know where your rings are and which ones you are pointing on. Okay, so you can see the lid of the Zippo is always going to have 3. See right here? 1, 2, 3. That's the top lid, right? When you're doing this, you don't want to push down. You don't want to push down on those ones because then you're going to ruin it. Right? So from the up position, what we really want to do is push on the bottom case, ring. See how the bottom case only has 2 rings, the middle and the middle, right? So we want to push down on those, right? So you would take, here, I'll do it close for the camera for you to show you, but to actually apply the pressure, I have to do it flat on the ground. So what you're going to be doing is, from the top, you're going to be taking your pliers or screwdriver or whatever you have. I use pliers because it doesn't slip off. It's got a nice little point on it. It's very effective. So then you just push really hard on that one. Then you move over, you push really hard on the other middle one. I call this the left middle, the right middle, right? And you'll have it standing up like this when you do it for maximum support. And then when you want to do the other side now, you have to flip it over. And then you have to push on the outside one, the exact middle one, like the one that's actually in the middle of all of them, and then the far left middle, right? So right middle, exact middle, far left middle. And you will do that all piece by piece. Just push, push, push. This is going to fix your lid gap, okay? I'm going to do it now. Hold on. I'll try to get it on camera, but I won't be able to apply the right amount of pressure, and I will slip off. Hold on 1 second. This is all I do. And I did slip off, see? That's why I got to use the tape. All right, then turn it over and do it the best, and you're gonna see, you know, maybe you want to use more layers of tape if you don't trust your handwork. Okay. There, now everyone has tightened up, and I'm holding this up to the light now. I don't see a gap now. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'll show you here. So I did come off a little bit, and I did hit the tape. You can see it crinkles the tape. That's the whole point of the tape, because metal on metal would just be a very big scratch. All right, so let's see what we're working with here. Show you the difference now. Okay, now see remember how there was a bigger gap up here? See how I've pushed it closer now? There was that big gap right here and that big gap there. It's now closer, right? And now there is like no lid gap at all if there was one. So everything turned out really good. I'm happy with that. And that's how you do it, guys. It's very important. It's very important that when you're doing this, you use the tape if you don't want to scratch your Zippo, and you got to be very gentle. You can't push too hard. And when you're doing it, make sure you're pushing, make sure you're noticing that it's closing, because if you're pushing and it's not going anywhere, you're not doing it right, or you're not applying pressure in the right spot. But it's very simple. It should be when you do it. So just remember, when you're doing it from the top view, you have to do the left and right middle, and when you do it upside down, you got to go left, exact middle, and right, like so. You just watch the video a few times. Just remember how to do it. All the hinges are placed the same. You're going to find the 3-pin on the lid, or you're going to find the 2-pin on the case. That's how it's always going to be. So if you guys found that effective, I moved my camera there a few times during the during the filming. So if you found that effective, let me know down in the comments how you fixed it. I explained I made this video today because I explained someone last night in the comments how to do this to their Zippo. They tried to tighten it and they pinched their hinge too tight and it gave them a lid gap. So I just wanted to make a video on how to fix it. I feel like people should need to know this because my videos are the ones that's causing this, some of them. So everyone take care. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good weekend, and make sure you share this around if you find it useful. You know, the only way to really help my channel, guys, is sharing. You know what I mean? Share this on all social media as much as you can. That's the only way for me to grow, and that's the only way I can get help. So it'd be really much appreciated. Everyone take care. See you in the next one.